Today I'm making huevos divorciados. That's divorced eggs. This is gonna be good. First, I'm going to start by making red salsa. Here I have my pan preheating with about 2 tablespoons of oil. Now I'm going to add my tomatoes, onion, and garlic. It's been about 2 minutes, so I'm just going to cover this with a lid, lower the heat just a little bit, and let it go for another 2 minutes. I'm going to set it aside, and I'm going to toast my chilies, just briefly. You don't want to overdo this step because the chilies burn quickly, so the pan still has residual heat, and I turned it back on. So probably 30 to 45 seconds on each side, just to give it a slight toast. They kind of puff up and start getting a little toasty, and that's a good time to add water. I'm going to let the water come up to a simmer, probably a cup to a cup and a half. I actually went overboard and added 2 cups. But once this comes to a simmer, I'm going to cover with a lid, shut off the heat, and just let it steep for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so my chilies are softened and have soaked. Just going to add that in there. Now I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of the chicken bouillon powder. And I'm going to add just a pinch of salt, or 2 pinches. Now I'm just going to blend. Okay, moving on to the green salsa for this recipe. Here I've been preheating a pan over medium-high heat with a little bit of cooking oil. I'm adding 2 tomatillos. I'm also going to add 2 jalapenos, a small chunk of onion, this is yellow onion, 2 cloves of garlic with the skin on, and I'm just going to cook and saute this for about 5 minutes, just to get some good charring on the exterior. Okay, so now that everything is cooked, sauteed, and charred, I'm going to take the skin off of the garlic, remove the stem from the jalapenos, and I'm going to put everything into my blender cup. Now I'm going to add some chicken bouillon powder to taste, around 2 teaspoons. I'm also going to add 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup of water, a pinch of salt, and puree well. This is going to be the green salsa. And you want to make sure to taste your salsas for salt and seasoning. It really is to your preference. So now I'm just going to pour this into a bowl, and these are ready for my breakfast. Okay, so next I'm going to create these toasty, crispy cheese quesadillas. I'm taking a corn tortilla, I'm dipping it in hot preheated oil on my griddle here. I'm going to give it a flip, and now I'm going to add queso fresco. And these are just going to be toasty quesadillas that I build on top of. Technically you could just use a tostada, but I really like using this to build my huevos divorciados. It just tastes really good. And you know, who doesn't like a good quesadilla? So I'm going to make 4 of these per plate. Okay, so for the egg portion of this dish, I'm making 2 sunny side up eggs. You can make your eggs however you like. It totally works, but this is what I'm going with today. Now that my eggs are cooked, I'm just going to add them right on top of those golden brown quesadillas. And now it's time to build and finish this plate. Now I'm going to add the salsa. I'm also going to be adding beans on the side. I had leftover charro beans. And I'm going to garnish that with some queso fresco, some fresh avocado, tomato slices. This breakfast is going to be good. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching!